Good afternoon. My name is Amber Ortiz, and I am making a little short video because Saturday I got my Ancestry.com DNA results, and granted, there was a lot of information to take in. I am happy and shocked and amazed at what the DNA results were. Firstly, I was able to understand a little bit more about my genetic makeup in regards to where my ancestors came from. I was most shocked about my roots being from Eastern Europe, and I'm part Italian or Greek, which I was kind of unaware of. Anyways, I know that my father's adopted. I know that my mother's father's adopted. I know that my grandmother came from England, from Wales. I knew that my father is part Hispanic, Mexican, and I didn't know much more than that. His father's other children had made contact with me over the weekend, and I spoke to two of them, both of whom are my father's sisters. I found out that my father's father, is Bill or Richard or William or a number of different names, Stevenson. Sometimes he went by Angeli, sometimes he went by Glasgow for a last name, but he fathered 28 children. And my father was one of them. My father was given up for adoption and lived in San Diego, California, with his mother and father, Joe and Ruth. And his siblings are located in Los Angeles, in San Diego, in New York, in New Jersey, and Michigan. He had one brother, Douglas Stevenson, and they are Lithuanian by way of Austria. I've got some photos from one of the women I spoke with, of him, who looks exactly like my brothers. I have pictures now of his grandparents and a little bit more insight into that side of the family tree. I think for some reason I thought I would be happier or happy to receive results. That's why I took them. But I'm not happier, I'm not sadder, I'm a little bit more confused and interested to know some more stories, but I'm relieved to know that there are other people out there who share that DNA. My father's mother's Alicia Aurora Martinez. She's Mexican, she's beautiful, and she was a car saleswoman, and mothered 3 children with Bill and had 2 other children, from what I understand. Still looking for more information about that. But it's nice to know that my father didn't grow up without a family, without a father. Thank you, Joe. Rest in peace, for being my grandfather, and Ruth for being my dad's mommy, and my nana, and to Debbie and to Denise for being dad's sisters, and for the cousins I do have and know and grew up with, although I didn't see you very often. I can't imagine having 27 aunts and uncles. It's just amazing. I did find some information out about my mom's line. More on that to come. Haven't made contact with anybody yet, but that's pending. So I'm thrilled, but I'm also confused. I'm interested. My father is interested. He spoke to a woman last night who lives in Los Angeles, whose father they shared, and more kind of details to come. I've got a ton of notes. I've got a ton of names. I've got some family tree connections through Ancestry that I'm just blown away by and so interested to look at more. And I'm so excited to be able to give some information to my siblings and to be able to track and trace stories to be able to pass down to my children and to my nieces and nephews if I ever have additional ones. It's very exciting. But okay, that's it. That's my update for my Ancestry.com DNA information. Alrighty, thanks much. Bye.